All right. Welcome to the Vigilance Committee, everyone. Today, we're just doing some housekeeping. Now, what do we mean by housekeeping? Because we're not having an open panel tonight. So, um, what do we mean by housekeeping? Are we cleaning somebody's house, or are we answering to all the outside drama out there? Ooh,
No,
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 no. They're
no.
trying to draw us in, and it's not happening. Not happening. They're not going to be attacking our channel like they've attacked other channels. Trying to demonetize them, all kinds of different stuff. Wow, a lot of trolls out there. So no, we're not going to bring drama outside from the outside into this channel ever. So take that to the bank. And sorry, trolls, it's not happening. Um, so what we're going to do, we've got some emails of different subscribers and supporters out there that shared videos with us. So we're going to kind of show a couple of those videos for them. You guys send in emails with videos that you want us to show. Every once in a while, we want to show them for you. That's our contribution to our subscribers and supporters. Um, and also, we want to kind of get more ideas from our subscribers as to what they want to see as far as content. And I think Nikki has some things to say too. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and let Nikki say her piece on this too as well.
Well, first off, hello, welcome in. Thank you for taking time out of your day and being here. You guys hear that every, few days from me, so no big deal. Anyway, I do want to thank you and congratulate you and us, I guess. We are at 500 subscribers. So we are slowly working our way up. Um, apparently we're doing something right. We haven't been demonetized. Oh, wait, we're not even monetized yet. Never mind. Um,
And I don't think we're going to apply for a while anyway. We haven't really discussed it. So it's like, we don't know if we want to even apply for it just yet. So, um, especially
but
when people are getting demonetized left and right.
exactly, exactly. Um, Mods, I have gone ahead and put, please link all channels.
Yeah,
You
especially,
know,
I see Culture Club in the house. She's one of those that has been demonetized in the past and attacked for her speech. Um, and people need to go there and subscribe, watch her content. Um, the government tries to shut people up by doing things to their channels. That's why we don't allow outside drama in our channel, so they can't attack us for content. So,
yep, true. Also, timeouts for outside drama or, attacking the person and not the idea. Timeouts, first one is 1 minute, second one is 5 minutes. Third time you're out of here for 24 hours. Oh, wait, Cliff, that's your rule. You got to
yeah,
say it. Say it. Say
24
your.
hours, third offense, 24 hours, you're gone. You're
Hey,
out of here.
there you go.
And then if you try to come back in with your stock accounts, you're out of here. There is no first and second time, and then the third time you're out. You come in, and we know that it's a stock account of yours. You're gone. We don't want the outside drama in the channel. Period. Alrighty.
All right. Anyway, and Stephanie just made it in. There's your favorite. Oh, wait, I can't say that.
Shh. Not on our
Shh,
channel.
that's a secret. Anyway, so besides going through the emails and showing videos that our supporters and subscribers have sent to us saying, hey, this might be a good thing to go over, we have also gotten several emails from you guys on um, things that we have asked about. Like, I remember we did one show where we asked you guys, like, what you would suggest for, um, a person going out the first time, and then, um, when things were gonna, when there was a lot of division, what might help that division. So we have gotten some ideas. We've passed those on to more influential people, I guess you could say. But Cliff actually's got some videos pulled up. You know, like I said, I just want to say thank you guys, for everybody saying our name out there. There's a community post. We've gotten channels who mention us. They're bigger channels than us. You know, I am very humbled, and I do want to say thank you. That's basically it, Cliff,
Oh
unless
yeah,
you've got
yeah.
something else.
No, me too. I want to thank everybody for mentioning us in their community page as well, promoting our channel. We are seeing the effects of that. We're seeing a lot of new people coming in that now, a lot of times I just don't recognize them because I hardly ever look at the chat, but I'm seeing people like Winnipeg here, Winnipeg Comic Watch. I'm seeing, oh, wait a second here. Uh, Private number. I wonder who that could be because he called me twice on a live stream, but it's not showing who's calling me right now. Although I believe it's the same person, but and
Go
I was
ahead
going
and
to answer it.
answer it. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Oh, no, it stopped ringing now. So they must have been watching the live stream and knew I was going to answer it and show them that that's the third time that they've called me, and it is harassment, which is against the law. It's actually a crime. So whoever that was, and I know who you are, please don't call again. I'm going to say that for the third and final time um, because you are harassing me. Now, does that mean I'm going to call the cops right now? No, no. I'm just logging it. And you guys witnessed somebody who was calling me. um, and it's the same person that did it on two other live streams that I was on. So, man, oh man, they just want to attack, attack, attack. Um, it's amazing.
Well,
Anyway,
unfortunately, Cliff, um, you know, um, I think it's the nature of the beast. The people that we have been associated with, whether it's now or in the past,
yeah,
and the fact that
we support
we're
certain
not,
people that they hate.
not just that, it's the fact that we support the idea of everybody having the right to freedom in their own way, and that if they are hemmed up for something that is wrong, constitutionally wrong, um, then
We'll do everything in
we
our
will.
power as a small channel to help them.
Exactly, exactly. So, and I think that, like I told you, I think that people don't like the fact that we want to be neutral,
Yeah.
on the channel. We're neutral on the channel. Now, if you guys want to catch us someplace else, we're not going to be neutral depending on what's going on.
Hmm.
Um,
And we will speak our opinion. We have a right to do that.
but we won't bring it here to this
No.
channel. So, I guess we're Switzerland in that way.
I
But
guess, and they're just trying to force it. They're just trying to push us into it because they're attacking other channels in a very negative way, using um, their assets to try to destroy channels. And we're not going to have it on their channel. So what can they do besides try to harass us in a personal way to get it done? And it's not going to happen. So, and we're not going to answer to any of those charges either. Period. We're just not going to on this channel. We will on other channels, but not on this channel. All right. So that's enough of that negativity.
all right. All right, so negativity is gone. Like
Yep.
I said, congratulations and thank you for getting us to the 500 subscribers. We're
Yes.
still
Thank you.
growing. We're still doing good. Um, let's see how much higher we can get, how much further.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
Nikki, we've talked about this. If we brought drama into this channel, oh my Lord, we'd explode. I mean, people would just love it. They'd love all that drama. I mean, shouldn't we do that? I mean,
no,
no, because
no,
that's not what our channel's about, right?
no.
Yeah.
We are not about drama. We are about education and making sure that
People's constitutional
everything gets
rights.
exposed.
Yep. Yep.
We want to educate the normal public who does not know their rights. We want to expand this constitutional right advocacy to the people who have not been exposed to it.
Yep. And the people that are what we call boots on the ground, freedom fighters, people that are constitutional rights advocates, we want to promote them. We want to showcase their work. We want people to help them. And that's what our channel's about. We want to be that central hub that everybody can go to when they need something. And then we'll do the best we can with our small resources and small channel here to connect people with people that are of the same mindset. That's what we do. Um, and I've had people actually thank me for connecting them with certain people too. So, I mean, it's not that I'm the end all be all, and I know everyone in the community. I just know certain people, and I can match them up. This would fit this guy. This guy could give him some help, and let's connect them. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Now, Minnesota Black Robe said that we did a show on Wednesday, but he wasn't specific on what he wanted us to show on that Wednesday show. Um, but I'd be happy to show a clip. He wanted me to show a clip, and I don't know what that clip is. So if you can be more specific, I'll look into it. But if it's about drama or anything like that, then probably not. But on our channel, it should be fine. Just send me the timestamp with the clip on it to our email, um, and we'll look at it and see if we can show it. But in the meantime, I'm going to present this. I believe this came from one of our subscribers who I don't see her in the chat, but and she sent this a long time ago too. This one, and you might recognize this one and who it came from. We don't know if they want us to say who they were, but they wanted us to show this.
Well, you know what? Before you play it,
Okay.
I also want to say thank you. There are several people in the chat who are helping us with
Hmm.
FOIA requests, with phone calls, with emails. And I want to say a special thank you to them. I know that that takes time and effort and energy, and I appreciate them putting that kind of stuff into this because I know I don't have time to do it, between working a quote unquote real life dog, or job, not dog. Sorry, Kiwi messed me up with his question. Um, but I do have a real life job. Um, and so I don't have all that time and energy and effort to put into it. So I do want to say thank you to those people who are doing things for us, with us, for other people. So,
Yeah. Oh, and I just thought of something too, Nikki. Last night was the this debate that everybody's talking about. So, my personal belief is these debates. We are looking at um, uh, two two wings of the same bird of tyranny. So it doesn't interest me at all. so we won't be discussing the debate tonight. Um, and there was something else too. Oh, 9/11, 23 years ago today. Um, so uh, I don't. That's history. It happened in the past. It's something that I can remember exactly where I was when it happened, and the feelings that I had. I don't really want to talk about it. Um, it's just not something I want to relive every single year. Um, but I do, simply because it stays in the media. But no, we don't need to discuss it on our channel either. Um, so anyway, do you remember where this one came from? It says cops execute invisible warrant and TPO to violate man's civil rights.
I can find out. Give me just a second here.
And this
So,
comes from this is a video from Shields of Shame. If anybody knows that channel, be sure and put his link in the chat because we are going to be showing pieces of his video here. So we want to honor him by showing the work here. It's his channel. It's his copyright. Um, so we want to make sure that we promote him. We're
yeah,
going
and
to
I
show his
thought
work.
that's what you wanted to know was whose channel, but
Yeah, who emailed this to us? I don't remember, but evidently they thought it was important enough to email it to us and show it. So
I thought we weren't saying who emailed us
okay,
stuff.
only the people that want credit for it, right? So
Right.
if this person doesn't want credit, we're not gonna say anything.
I
We don't want to share where we get our sources from, where our stuff from, or we don't want to share our sources if they don't want to be exposed, right? Okay, let's make this big and just hit play, and we're gonna pause it quite a bit because fair use.
I'm Corporal Black. I'm in the sheriff's office. We'll be nice and cordial. It's the warrant city. We'll be nice and cordial. Official Tyson warrant. Sheriff's office.
So Josh W submitted this to him. So I want to make sure people saw that.
Anybody home?
Has anybody seen this video? Can you tell from the first few seconds? And I know it takes 8 to 10 seconds to get answers on it. Just put a one in the chat if you've seen this one before, and I'll continue to play it here.
Question for you. Are you on my nice list or naughty list? Either way, leave a message.
What's he doing?
well, he's not in front of the door.
Yeah, and
He's
he's looking
is he
down like that's
well,
weird.
is he trying to look in the window by getting down so he can shine his flashlight, which I saw on through like the blinds or whatever?
I'll bet. And they can do that. But I'm just wondering why he's not facing. That's where. Well, that could be a tactical thing too. Be sideways to the window. All right, let's continue. I actually didn't see any ones in here. Did you, Nikki, in the chat? So it looks like nobody's seen this before either.
I have not seen any ones, but I think I've seen it. Wait a minute. Are they allowed to just open gates like that?
Oh no, that's a good question. Folks, are cops allowed to just unlock your back gate and go into the backyard without having a warrant? Can they do that?
I mean,
Put a
wouldn't
one.
that be like walking into a house?
Oh, I don't know. That one's kind of tricky, and I think it depends on the state too. But let's get the chat's opinion on it. Put a one in the chat if that is legal or illegal? Just Muster says it's illegal. It's an illegal search. Um, any other opinions? What? No, 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 no. Show Me Honest just says, yep. I don't know what he's saying. Yep, to. Is it illegal or not illegal? One, if legal. Two, if illegal. Not without exigent circumstances. Okay. That's that was the EQI or End All Immunity's opinion. Looks like trespassing. Jugglasses, thank you. If they are crossing, wait a minute here. If they are crossing a door or barrier, it's illegal. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me because even the auditors, when they're in a public building, if they open a door that says, no, wait a minute, they can open certain doors. They have to have a sign saying it's no trespassing or um, employees only or something. So they didn't have a no trespassing sign here to walk
But
through the back.
was the call a
Oh,
wellness
I guess.
check or a welfare check? I mean,
Okay.
that one I can
All right.
see if you're calling them to check on grandma because she hasn't answered her phone in, a day. Then I would imagine that you would want them to go ahead and
Okay, right
go in the
here.
backyard and check.
Ah, okay. It's the curtilage of a home, so you're not supposed to go in there without a warrant. So I think we're getting a lot that you're not allowed to. Um, Now Integrity Now News says I have a badass gnarly, probably gnarly, no trespassing sign on all four corners of our property, which I think that is probably best practice. That way, they know they're trespassing. A house is not like a business. Okay. They know that the property is private, not theirs. Okay, I think we've got a consensus here that this cop should not have gone in the backyard. What do you think, Nikki?
Well, the consensus is yes. He should not have gone in the backyard. However, playing the devil's advocate, like I'm known to do,
A welfare check.
we we don't know if it's a welfare check.
Yep.
Correct.
So we do need more information. All right, let's continue then. I've never. Oh, by the way, everyone, I've never seen this. So, so this is news to me.
You have questions right now, don't you? Well, the answer to your question is no. This cop does not have a warrant. He cannot just go into private areas onto private property, and he can't breach a private residence without a warrant, especially since he didn't announce himself as a police officer at the front door or the back door.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. He did not announce himself as a police officer, and that is policy. They're supposed to do that when they knock on somebody's door. So
Okay. Yeah,
he's kind of answering our questions for us here.
I can give you that one. He
Yep.
he didn't knock and say, "Hey, this is the police,"
Hmm.
and
And if
then
he's
go
doing
in
a
the
welfare check,
backyard.
why wouldn't he announce himself too? If he's
Right,
doing a
right.
welfare check. All right. So we still don't have all the information. If it was a welfare check, um, I want to know that.
Till he breached the residence. Spoiler alert, the TPO that he is there to enforce, he doesn't have it on him, and he didn't read it.
What do you mean TPO? What is a TPO, guys?
Temporary protective order, like a restraining
Ah,
order. A per,
So he's supposed to serve somebody in the house with a protective order?
maybe.
Okay. Well, it's a certain
So
individual.
so if it is a protective order, he still needs to announce himself as
Hmm.
an officer, but
Yep.
being as he's there to serve a temporary protective order, that brings up other questions. Is the person he's serving not supposed to be here, and uh, he's got information that he's there? But no, then again, if it's not been served, then there's no way that they can violate him on it. Never mind.
Plus, it's a civil order. Show me audits says, but I don't know. Yeah, is a temporary protective order is a civil matter? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Is it it would seem to me anyway.
A
It's not
temporary
a criminal
protective,
thing. It
right?
could turn
It's
into a criminal thing if it's not
right,
followed.
right.
All right. And it's not a search warrant either, nor an arrest warrant. Good information coming in the chat. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Let's continue.
There is no gun stipulation on the TPO, irregardless of the circumstances of this case. What this officer is doing is highly unlawful. Note the back door. The blinds are closed. How could anyone on the inside of that residence know who is opening their door, knowing they're not even supposed to be there because it is a secured?
Okay, let's pause that just for a second because I just noticed Cammed Up Caveman here. If a person is on probation, they've they have to agree to let their home be searched also. Does that mean they can just come in unannounced and start searching your home even though nobody answered the door? And if they're on probation, Cammed Up Caveman? That's my follow-up question on this, and I really do want to know. um, okay, so Minnesota Black Robe services a protective order of any kind is meant to be done very publicly. Okay. All right. The cop can't open a closed gate and go into the backyard. Okay. Okay. And Brandon just said something here too. I'm on probation and I never agreed to anything like that. Not even, and you did read, if I know Brandon, he read the fine print too, because they like to put garbage in the fine print that people miss. Verify that for me, Brandon, that you did read all the fine print. All right, let's continue here.
Area of their property. Let me know in the comments what you would do. What kind of reaction would you have if what you thought was a burglar was coming in your back door? Because that's exactly what it seems like until he announces himself.
Sheriff's office, anybody home? Sheriff's office, anybody home?
Yeah.
Hello? Hey, sheriff's office. Hey, man, how are you?
Good.
I'm going to apologize. I'm going to say your name wrong. Is it Wormarina?
Yeah, where I'm Paul. Let me come to the front door.
I had knocked and everything, and I was just double checking, make sure everything was okay.
Yeah.
I'm Corporal Blacker with the sheriff's office, the
Right.
warrant and civil unit.
Mhm.
You're already clear about the TPO.
Mhm.
I've read the emails back and forth. You know, understand it's a kick-out TPO.
Yes.
Which means you have to leave.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get my official paperwork over here to give you our official copy. If you want to go ahead and start getting whatever you need, and we'll get that taken care of and everything else for you. All
Okay.
right? Are there any guns or anything on the property?
There are, but there was no. I talked to them about the TPO, and I've been communicating with them. I said
Okay.
that I'd like to meet you guys, but I had to get the rest of my belongings
Right.
as well. And there's computer equipment and evidence for this case.
153 to.
So it's almost like this sheriff's deputy is just showing up and saying, "Get your stuff together because you're getting out right now." Right? Does it sound like that to you guys? And this guy is saying, well, I've talked to them and said I wanted to kind of talk to you guys and get things set up, but and, and like nobody's communicated with him. So he's kind of shocked that this sheriff's deputy even showed up. Is that
Well,
kind of what
then,
you guys are getting to, or am I off target there?
well, it also said, I think he said it's a kick out TPO. So wouldn't that be like an eviction?
Yeah, and don't you get a certain amount of time to leave? And has he had the certain amount of time? I don't know. Um, that's so, but the focus isn't on that. Because what he's saying here is he shouldn't be answering the cops' questions. He should reiterate his rights, remain silent, avoid volunteering information, which he did. Yeah, I've got guns here. Um, document the situation, seek legal advice. So he should have contacted his attorney right away, maybe, and said, "Hey, what do I do here? This deputy's here." I don't know. What do people in the chat think? Get your stuff and that's exactly what it is. Get your stuff and get out. Where did I see that? Yeah. Okay. Show me on it. Yeah. Okay. And then it says cop refused for me to move out my stuff. Oh, didn't even allow you to get your stuff. Wow. Um, could be a domestic violence case. Yes. Hey, old guy Mitch, how you doing? You can't just open the door and walk in. Still need a warrant. You've got some stuff too, Nikki.
It's
Not an
right there.
eviction. Okay. Not an eviction. This is initial service, so yes, they could be removing him per court order. Okay. The deputy is still wrong. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't care. The only time that you can walk in a house or a shut gate, anything that should be deemed like your castle, the castle doctrine,
Mm-hmm.
they either have to have a warrant or extingent circumstances, such as a welfare call or a wellness check, or they can hear, I don't know, Cliff, me and you arguing and getting really
And
loud
it's
and
something just
saying,
crashed up against the wall,
yeah,
or they're chasing a guy that ran into the house that they know just shot somebody because they witnessed it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I, it's wrong.
Yeah,
Everything that he's done is wrong. Period.
I agree. I think we're all on the same page here so far. I've not seen anything to the contrary here. Oh, YouTube won't let him comment here. Okay, let's continue.
155. Are you near Hickory Flat area? I'm out here.
Yeah, Mitch, that's what we mean by exigent circumstances. Yeah, emergency situation. Yeah.
This TPO, if you can come this way. No. Well, that's what the court date on the
I like that, Steve. That's funny.
is for.
Yeah.
Is for that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and grab where the weapon's at, because I got to double check. I'm having my guy bring our copy of it, and I got to double check as far as the weapons clause to see if it says that we're supposed to take the weapons or not.
Yeah. Right. That's fine.
So where are they at?
They're up, or actually one might be in my car, but one upstairs. I feel bad. I mean, honestly, I really have got to go to the bathroom, but I mean,
That's fine. If you want to go to the bathroom down here, I mean, as of right now,
I gotta leave. I gotta leave.
well, you have 15 to 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm not gonna. If you got to poop, I'm not gonna stop you from pooping. Trust me, it's a bodily function. I get that.
No, I know, but
Plus,
also,
I'm waiting on
but this is
paperwork.
But I also put myself in your situation.
Yeah.
Number one, you had to come to my back door, but I was seriously on call, right?
I understand that.
For work.
I understand that. Well, I was coming to check because in one of the emails, you had already claimed that you had vacated the residence. So I was stopping by the residence to double check and see yes or no if the residence was vacated.
Yes.
So that's why
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm here, was to double check that.
Right.
Since I guess my understanding was you had talked with Deputy Brandon and had either agreed or there was some kind of agreement that
I just don't understand why you answered the question. Yes, I've got weapons here. Uh, and of course, cops, they always ask that question first thing. You got weapons in here? Because officer safety, right? Um, and I don't blame them. You know, they want to be safe, right? I, I'm not disparaging that, but by the same token, they want an excuse to take his guns away, and we see it all the time. Yeah, he's all beyond qualified immunity, and he's pushing it. He is. I think he is too.
Well, and the thing with the weapons, if it is a domestic violence case, um, they a lot of the temporary protective orders do include taking the guns. It's an automatic.
And it shouldn't be.
For domestic violence.
No, I still don't think he hasn't been convicted of domestic violence yet. He hasn't been convicted of a crime. Uh, so we might differ on this one, Nikki. And a lot of people might differ with my opinion on that too. But I feel like if somebody hasn't committed a crime, how do you have a right to take their weapons? Their right to defend themselves. It's the Second Amendment. So
Okay,
discuss
Cliff.
amongst yourselves on it in the chat. Let's see what they think.
I'm at let me just throw this hypothetical
Sure.
out there. Um, you and I, even though we're thousands of miles apart, uh, and I threaten to come to where you're at and to off you
Hmm.
by using a pew pew. And you
Hmm.
go to the judge and you've got that comment recorded and you can prove that it's me. Do you think that it wouldn't be judicious of that judge to go ahead and put in the protective order to take all of my weapons?
Okay, but it hasn't been adjudicated in court. A jury has not found you guilty yet.
But I said it.
That's
You've got proof I
Yep.
said it.
Well, yeah, you got probable cause. I don't know how all that works. People in the chat, what do you think? Should they be able to come to her house and take all of her weapons just by a recorded threat of a pew pew coming to the house and pew pewing them? um, what's your
BZ
opinion on this,
Watchdog.
Pat? On
Yes,
that?
I have been in torture cuffs. Yes, I have invoked my rights. And yes, I have been taken to the dungeon.
Oh, wow. I did not know that, Nikki. That's never happened to me, folks. So, okay. Um, In order to prove that she was guilty, they would have to be able to prove intent and ability. If she doesn't have the ability to travel, then it's a no. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, this is a tough one because if you're a real true constitutionalist, unless you're found guilty of a crime, I think you should have all of your rights afforded to you because they're not just privileges. And until you've been proven guilty of a crime in a courtroom and by a jury of your peers, I think you should be able to retain all of your rights. I mean, we can't make laws for security and safety because when we do that, we're taking away somebody's freedom that might not be. It might not be justified in taking their freedoms away if they haven't been proven a criminal. So
An
red
STD
flag laws. We
58.
just talked about that. Yeah.
Yep, red flag laws, which answers Muxter's question. Didn't we just debate this last week? Yep,
Yes, we did. Yes, we
we
did.
sure did.
And we said boo to red flag laws, did we not, folks?
Yes, we
Most of
did.
us. Yep. Nikki is a bad girl, Cliff. Wake up. Laugh out loud. No, she's not. Um, all right. No, not now because he illegally entered the backyard. Oh, fruit of the poisonous tree, too. I didn't think of that, Nikki. Good catch.
Exactly. Yeah, it would be because everything that he has done so far is illegal.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's continue. I think we're fleshing this out, though. I really do, and it's good conversation.
You would come pick up our copy
So,
of it.
so
So that's all it was.
look at this email.
Do you actually have the copy the of it with you?
No, I've never been served.
Okay. Well, in the
I just
emails that you had sent,
look at this.
you had said that you were clear about it and had been served with it.
Right. So I said this was to the clerk,
Right.
all the lawyers, right?
Mhm.
This is the judge's staff attorney,
Yeah.
judge's judicial assistant. Then this was literally 246
Yeah.
times it now 342.
Yeah. Well, I haven't. I don't know anything about that one. I haven't gotten
Oh, I
seen that
said-
one. I just know about the ones from Wednesday.
I said, since I haven't been served with the summons, I cannot review the TPO to determine the extent of its falsehoods. Mr. Abbott consented because
Who's Mr. Abbott?
he's the opposing counsel.
Oh,
to my
okay.
wife.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead, grab a shirt. If you got to use the bathroom, use the bathroom. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
We'll be nice and cordial. Stay away from wherever you think the guns are.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we'll go from there.
No, you know what? You've got the upper hand, right? Because
Here's the thing. I try and make it as cordial as possible because it's not a good situation to start with, having to throw
Yeah.
somebody out of their house.
let's put some collateral here. Here's my phone. Right?
Dude, you're fine.
All right.
You can carry your phone around.
Can
You're
you
perfectly
stop
fine.
it just a minute, Cliff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. He said that he emailed all these people and he showed the officer that. Of course, the protective order has never been served. But one of the people that he sent that to was the attorney for his ex-wife. So that, once again, it's a he said, she said, and
Yeah.
we all know that females do tend to make stories up to get what they want. But I didn't say that. So you're right. He has not been adjudicated. He has not been found guilty. He also has not been served. So no, nothing of this is legal, period.
I agree. And welcome Preston to the house, folks. Please put his link in the chat. Oh, look at that. Stephanie already did it. She's awesome.
And so did STD. And now you know why. Oh, never mind. I'll be quiet.
No, I gotcha. I gotcha. Thanks, STD. These guys are on the ball. All right. And okay,
And Mitch.
There we go. All right, let's continue here.
I'm not worried about messes or anything else like that. Like I said, if you gotta use the bathroom, go ahead and use the bathroom. Main thing, grab, if you got a suitcase or a duffel bag, throw clothes in that, throw. If you have a work computer, you can take the work computer, stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
All right.
And toiletries and all kinds of things. It can take him time to, the guys, they're kicking him out of his house, man. He hasn't even had time to gather his thoughts, let alone his things. And he's probably scared to death to go anywhere in his own house because don't go anywhere near where the guns are. Like, I would be nervous as hell with a deputy cop in there that is nervous about me having guns in the house. I wouldn't want to go anywhere, not even to the bathroom. I'd say, well, maybe I'll go down the street to go to the bathroom first, or you can leave my house that you're kicking me out of while I get things together, and then I'll let you know when I'm ready for you to come back in. It's like, wow. So what does that say? Tactical attorney on YouTube did a great video explaining curtilage and what an officer, what what an officer can do for knock and talk visits. Videos titled "Can Police Trespass? Curtilage versus Open Fields." Great information, Cammed Up Caveman. Thank you for that. Okay.
But you said you think the weapon's up here?
No, yeah, then there's going to be one.
And now he's following him to use the bathroom.
Actually,
Yeah, it kind of looks that way because he's wanting to make sure he's not going for his gun because he's scared. He's scared, you know. Crazy.
Oh, is it in there?
Yeah.
Then let's not open that right now.
okay, but if you want it, that's where it
That
is.
we'll get it here in later. I just, as long as I know where it's at, I've got one of my, like I said, I got one of my other guys coming.
Hang on a minute.
That we
You could just tell the deputy's voice is just shaky too.
Right. Guys, we all here are a bunch of nerds. We all here support Flex Your Freedoms. So yeah, I will
I'm a nerd.
identify as a nerd. So
Absolutely. All right. And OA agreed with me. Yeah, he is scared. Yeah, there's just the shakiness in his voice. He doesn't want this guy going anywhere. He's probably worried there's a gun in the bathroom too now. It's like, Jesus, this guy's been honest with you and told you he had guns in there, which he should not have done because now it's freaked this sheriff's deputy out, and man, that's dangerous when they're freaked out, right? Everybody knows that.
can handle that
Yes.
when I've got someone else here. Like I said, if you want to, or whatever bedroom you're staying in, if you want to.
No, that's fine. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a mess because, frankly, my wife has been better at doing laundry, and it's been such a mess here. Okay.
I don't know. If it was
Whatever you
me,
wanna
I
start
would be
loading up.
taking like forever to gather anything up, not just 15 minutes. You know, he already said it. It's such a mess here.
Yeah.
You know, so I've got a scared cop who won't let me go anywhere near a gun until somebody else is around there, and I can kind of see that.
And he's
But
watching my every move. I'd be nervous as
yeah,
hell.
you know, so yeah, it's gonna take me like forever to do what the hell you want because he shouldn't have talked to him. There was no warrant. He shouldn't have opened the door. He shouldn't have even been there.
The
Period.
door was already open. That's the problem. The door was already open.
Doesn't matter. He walked into
Yeah.
the backyard.
Yeah. And he shouldn't have never done that in the first place. Yep.
You know, this
Yeah, I
whole
think
thing
this,
sucks.
it stinks. Yep, it does. All right, let's continue.
As far as clothes and stuff like that.
I'm glad you said that, Mitch, because that's exactly what I probably would have said. I would have escalated right away because that's just how I am. Get the fuck out of my house. I don't give a shit who you are.
152, 154.
Actually,
And the door was just unlocked,
Yeah,
not
that office.
open.
No, it was open. It was
No,
halfway
he
open.
opened it.
Who did? The cop?
The cop did, yes.
Did I miss that? Okay, everybody in the chat, tell me the door was open, or if it was closed, say it closed. Open or closed initially. Not yes. Open or closed. Open or closed. Not yep. Open or closed. Open or closed. Cop turned the knob. Okay. So other people are saying it was closed. Okay. All right. I did miss it. Okay. Thank you guys. Only one other person saw it as open, and that's Mr. Nicky, but he's probably just being nice, trying to be on my side. No, I want the true answer. So it was closed. Okay. So I just missed it then, Nicky. I thought it was already open. Okay. Here we go.
So this is
Are you close to the office to be able to grab me the copy of the TPO there?
Negative, I'm less than 5 from you. 155 is behind me.
Temple, if one of you can grab that TPO, I appreciate it.
Can I just like come?
Okay, Oklahoma, I appreciate that. He's clarifying why he said yes to a question that I'd already asked before that. Okay, thank you.
He answered yes to, did you miss that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That the door
I
was closed.
obviously I did miss it because everybody said no. The door was closed, not open. So I thought it was open. So thank you for that, guys. I appreciate you guys answering my questions too, because I do miss things. I'm definitely not perfect. That's for sure. All right, here we go.
Look from. I mean, that's where the gun was. So can I just look? Make sure I have my wallet.
Let's wait. Like I said, let's wait till they get here. Once they get here, absolutely, I ain't got a problem with that.
Okay.
But it's safer for all of us. 2 people.
Wait a minute. Did the guy just ask if he could get his wallet? And he's saying no. Let's wait. Is that? Did I hear that wrong or?
I don't know. I was doing
Okay,
something else. Sorry.
Let me back it up just a little bit then. Let's find out.
Make sure I have my wallet.
Let's wait. Like I said, let's wait till they get here. Once they get here, absolutely, I ain't got a problem with that.
Okay.
But it's safer for all of us. 2 people versus you reaching for one thing and it looks like you're reaching for another.
True.
So that's all it is.
Okay.
Like I said, any clothes and everything, we can go ahead and grab.
What
Yeah,
a
use the
scared.
car,
the whole
But,
garage.
What?
That sheriff's deputy needs to quit his job and just go home and hide in the corner. I'm telling you.
Okay, I think we've all agreed that this is completely wrong. Just from the get-go. From
Yeah.
the time he walked through that gate, period. It's wrong. There is nothing that can be done to save this officer. This person here needs to get a good lawyer and figure out what he can do to make sure that this officer gets the correct training and
Yeah, Max. It's safe to go into a closet but not a drawer. Oh my God.
this was just wrong from him walking through that gate, period.
Yep. He should just get the hell out of there and let this guy get his stuff together and come out of the house. Then they can go in and get all the guns or search him if they want to. But they really, do they even have a right to search him? Do they even have a right to take his guns? I think not. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. Here we go.
I said keys to your car, open garage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's upstairs.
That's upstairs? Okay. Yeah, we can go upstairs, grab keys and everything.
Well,
Like I said, just let me know if you think where a gun is. Like you said,
Oh no,
one of them is there.
I am like promise you that that's why I've been reaching out to you guys. So I'm
I
like,
understand.
if you have a kick out CPO, start.
Yeah. Well, it's like we tell people all the time. It's called per se. It's one party. The judge has only heard
Right.
one person's story, and that's why.
Yeah.
Flip the light on.
Well, no, I'm just. Oh, here it is. It's over here. This is my medicine.
Like I said, definitely got medicine. Here's keys and wallet.
Yeah.
Okay, for you.
So you know what happened?
I don't know anything about it. All I know is
You're here to do a job.
exactly. Let me see that real quick.
What?
That I'm just gonna double check and make sure there isn't a gun or anything in there.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I don't want anything else, anything in there. But that's all.
Yet another search and seizure, Fourth Amendment violation. What do people think about that? He just took it from him and opened it up and searched it. Does the TPO give him a right to do that?
It depends on what the judge has put in the TPO, yes.
Okay.
However, like I've said, he doesn't have the TPO. The guy has never been served the TPO.
So the
The
sheriff's
officer
deputy
should
shouldn't
have
even be there?
never, the sheriff's deputy should have never walked through that closed gate. Period.
And
He's
Minnesota Black
waiting
Road
on
Regiment is
someone.
basically saying the same thing. The cop isn't
Right.
scared. He's nervous because he knows he was wrong for entering.
The cop has said, I'm waiting on someone to bring me the paper. Okay, you should have never knocked on the damn door, the front door, without the paper in your hand to be
Yep.
able to serve it to the person. Once you
Yep.
have served that TPO, then and only then can you go by whatever the judge has ordered that is on that piece of paper.
Right.
So
He
they
doesn't
don't
even know
even
what the
have
case is
it.
about because he's never even had the paperwork.
Right.
Why would he even be there? That doesn't make any sense to me. Something's not jiving here. Something's really weird about this whole thing.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, that's
and like I
the
said, I've
thing.
never seen this video before, so I don't know what happens next here. But let's go ahead and continue.
I don't think anything really
I
happens
hope
other
I
than we
hope not.
watch
I
no,
hope
because
not.
look at the title.
Your safety.
Cop executes invisible warrant and TPO to violate man civil rights. Okay, so clearly, yes, his civil rights are being violated. Absolutely. So I hope they.
Is my concern.
I appreciate it. Mine's yours as well.
Um,
And yeah, his
Go ahead and
if you
skip
learn more
closer to
about
the
Blackberry
end.
Josh compliance, this is a nasty cop. Okay, all right. So let's skip closer to the end. You say?
Go back where the paperwork was showing.
Okay. I'll go over it a little bit before the paperwork shows.
what if, I mean, I think I'm being logical to you, but you could be dealing with a crazed individual.
Exactly.
Let's pause it right there. So his lack of objection doesn't during the incident does
Oh,
not
wait,
imply consent to the search.
wait, wait, wait. That very first paragraph. Let me make this. It says during the execution of a temporary P or protective order, a TPO, service by Deputy Guido, Corporal Blackberry conducted actions that exceeded lawful authority. Specifically, Corporal Blackberry attempted to locate and restrict access to firearms, despite the absence of a firearm restriction in the TPO service copy provided. There was no court directive authorizing the security of firearms, raising concerns about the overreach of authority and violation of my rights.
Mhm. Under Georgia law.
Yeah.
Okay. And just because he's being really compliant doesn't mean he's consenting to the searches that have been happening. He's just trying. I mean, the cop has a gun. Do what he tells you, right? Especially when he says how nervous he is that you've got weapons in the house and he's watching your every move. That can be pretty intimidating too. That could be considered intimidation to make him comply with everything that's going on, right? And he could have been pretending that he was all scared that he might be going for a gun just so he could get away with doing what he's been doing. Wow. Yeah. We are genius. All right, let's continue.
And
That's why I think. That's why I made fun of them about the $450 an hour.
So let's hold up right here. I'm gonna step in. You said it's in the closet.
Yeah, but I have to unlock the door.
Oh, you have to unlock the closet.
Because this is my dog.
Which one is it?
I have to test a few of them, but I'm pretty sure.
All right, so he has his guns locked up. That's safety. That's good.
It's going to be one or the other. How about
I'll check it real quick.
Check it.
Standing right there. I'm not trying to break anything or anything else like
No,
that.
no, I want you guys to be safe.
I was already unlocked.
Okay.
Is it in a box?
You'll see it. You'll see it. Yeah. Sorry, it's a mess. But you see it. See it around. You have an order to see the weapons. They didn't.
That's what I'm waiting for, the other deputy who's got the official order in his hands.
So look, I'm
So
7-7.
Waiting
So
for
the
the
first time
other
the police were out
deputy
here,
who
not
has the
sheriff's office, right?
official order.
I
So
came- I
get
left
the
that day
fuck
'cause there
out
was
of
an
my
escalation.
house.
Yep. So even this deputy doesn't have the order. So there's two sheriff's deputies that didn't even have the order already in his house. Look at this. I mean, look at that guy. He's just smiling like, we're getting away with doing a lot of stuff here. Uh, it's like, wow.
Related matter, right?
Right.
And so, even though I didn't commit any domestic violence,
Sure.
I'm gonna have to ask about that now because here's what I'm
All
thinking.
right. So where would the other ones be?
No, that's it.
It was just that one in the house. There's
Yeah.
no other hand. Where'd
No.
the handgun be?
No, those are not here.
Those are not where are those at.
Those are off.
I understand that. The main reason I'm asking is, like I said, I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty positive that there's the clause that they have to be gone. So in
Yeah.
the report to cover me and to cover you,
This is
I
a
haven't
lie.
seen it, but I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this
I
is a lie.
haven't
There was
seen
no
the
gun
son, but I'm pretty sure that it's,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, no, that makes sense though, Nikki. That what he's saying doesn't make any sense. I don't know for sure, but your girlfriend is lying about everything. Well, wait a minute. She probably is. I mean, I don't know. This is weird. The whole thing is just absolutely ridiculous. They never should have been there without the paperwork in the first place. That's why it's weird to me.
Yeah, no, there's
I
You
put in
can't
the
have
report
possession
guns
or
are-
access to.
right.
with so and so, and we need to make sure that they're clear that you can't. If it's let's say your parents' house, you can't be over at your parents' house with access to them if they don't have a safe that you do not have the combination.
Right.
To. You follow?
So the only person that's going to have access to them would be.
So wait, you can't even go to somebody's house if they've got an unlocked gun.
no, I think he was saying he could store them at his parents' house, but they have to be locked where he can't get to them. Even though there's no gun stipulation in the TPO, because I haven't seen the paperwork, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But they don't have the paperwork, and they're already there without paperwork. The whole thing just stinks. Yeah. Here's what I wanted to say too. Let me pull that up. Yeah, I agree.
Be my wife.
Your wife. Okay.
So I want to show you, and so they're not up here. At this
Okay.
point.
So there's no gun other than that. That should have been the only gun in the house.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So here's what happened. So y'all were here in the summertime, right? And the matter was escalated, right? And so the problem was that I came back the next day, and it took me a couple days because I'm not like constantly searching.
Hey, Guido, we're downstairs.
So
This is Deputy Guido. He's got.
I'm not searching for my firearm. So I noticed two of them are missing, right?
Right here. We'll step over here with this one that I like.
Okay, now I have the paperwork. I have the official paperwork. Let me see about this gun thing.
Yeah. And did he say that he came back to the house a couple days later and there were a couple of his weapons missing?
Yeah, and see, the officer had been told that there should be nobody at the house, which, okay, that may be that there should be nobody at the house. He knocked on the door. That's fine. Because this is the last known address of the person that he needs to serve the TPO to. He knocked on the door. At that point, without the paperwork in his hands, he should have turned around and walked away. This whole thing is gone. And
Yeah.
show me audits, we don't have the TPO. You can go to Shields of Shame, his channel, and see if he has it on his.
Yeah, we're just featuring this video of his that he did a while back. Like I said, it was sent into us by a subscriber that wanted us to share it a while back, but we haven't had time. That's why we're calling it. What do we call the feed today?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Yeah. All right. So there's the paperwork. That's what we want to see.
Hey, do not sell your Weber or Davis County house before doing this. If you just do this one little
And
Searching for my farm, so I noticed.
Shields the same, gets another 5 seconds paid to him. In advertising. Here we go.
2 of them are missing, right?
Right, here, we'll step over here with this one that I like. All right. Have you ever had a TPO?
No.
All righty. And just so I can make sure, it's WEINWORM?
So
You are.
URM, okay.
Well, you want some idea?
No, if you.
okay, I don't know if we should have played that part, but it's there, so I don't know.
With
It-
this,
it's
if you
there.
say this is you, this is you. I just wanted to double check because it's handwritten, and I want to make sure that I'm reading it correctly.
Well, I like reading them.
I like the fact that Shields of Shame has protected his identity by blurring out his image anyway, so that's good.
Here's our license.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And my concealed weapons permit.
Since you ain't got any weapons, you ain't got nothing to say.
Oh, no, I don't. Well, I don't have to conceal in my house anyway. I don't need it. Yeah. But I never
Right
argue with
now,
law
they're
enforcement
just
because they
now
make you
serving
win
the
arguments.
TPO. So everything from before
Hmm.
is wrong. Period.
Rights violations all over the place. And it turns out that this TPO was completely false from what the sheriff's deputies were even saying to him. That he had to give up his weapons when he didn't. So that's what they try to do. They try to take your weapons from you every single time.
End all immunity. Maybe he had already gotten his crack for the day.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't even asked him for his ID.
No, he turned it down. He goes, I don't need to see that.
Wow. Well, then how do you know you're even serving the paperwork to the right guy? Wow.
You're not winning in the long run.
Exactly. All right. So family violence, ex parte protective order.
May I record this for
Absolutely.
my, even
you
though,
can
even
put in
though,
you can put in a request,
Open
open records request,
I know,
and get the body cam and everything.
everyone needs a
Both of
gun
those are yours.
for
Something.
government tyranny and protecting themselves, but that's,
I'm not going to disagree with you.
we're gonna get
Do
into,
you have enough clothes to last you to that court date?
yeah.
Do you have medicines, anything else that you need? Because once we all leave here, you can't come back. If you come back at any time before the court date or before the court says you can, you'll be arrested.
Okay.
So we just want to I want to double check and make sure. So I'm going to remind her to make sure that she checks in on the felines.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But other than that, we're done. You get out of here. We'll get out of here and we'll move on with our lives. All right.
All right.
Good luck to you, Mr.
Wow. I mean, I hadn't seen that before. I'm glad the person that sent us that sent it to us because I don't think a lot of people have seen that. In fact, when I asked everyone in the chat if they'd ever seen it before, I didn't get one yes. So Uh, that was interesting. All right.
And you know what, Cliff? It
But
only took us an hour to go over a 20-minute video.
yeah, well, and we're analyzing everything. That's what we do here because we like to get other people's opinions. We like to get people that have been in this business for a while. We want to get their opinions, and it's a majority basically saying, "Yeah, that's it." We can still look it up. We can look up law. I mean, all you got to do is Google the stuff, right? Um,
Right.
and people should research it, not just take the word of one person or 10 people or 30 people. That's especially if you're going to release something negative about something or somebody um, other than government. Make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's and have the receipts before you come out blasting on somebody. Um, hmm,
How, you mean like in real life?
yeah, kind of in real life, even though this is just YouTube. There's still real life
Oh.
things that are happening out there. Yeah. um, okay.
An Oklahoma outlaw, that's why you're not the button pusher for the show. Sorry.
mm,
But end all immunity and end qualified immunity. I I know who both of those people are, and yes, people have gotten you guys confused.
yeah, mixed up. Mhm.
So, and I almost told everybody who end all immunity is, but that's okay. I caught myself. Culture Club. Do you have to physically be served in court for a TPO? No, you do not have to be physically served in court. They
But
can
you do have
serve
to be
you at,
physically served.
yes, but it can be anywhere from, McDonald's all the way to, I guess in your bathroom if you're there when they find you. You do have to be physically served and not in Minecraft.
Oh man, you guys are too funny. All right, congratulations on doing your homework. Yes, thank you for that. And we do our homework. And you're
Um,
right, glasses. Cops don't care. They don't.
they really don't. And like I've said, we made this channel. Nikki cheats. We
Oklahoma outlaw. Oh, that's funny.
we came together to make this page as education. Um, not for those of us who have been exposed and know the laws and know what
Can you believe that? Look at that, Nikki. He thinks I handle you.
well, I would hate to disabuse his notion.
There's no way
I,
I handle Nikki. I'm telling you right now. Oh.
anyway, we came together to make sure that we educate people on their rights. Not those of us who have seen it, um, who've been involved in it, who watched this kind of stuff year after year, um, you know, anything like that. We're trying to educate, like I said, the Joe Blow on the street who will see something and turn their head and go, "I'm not involved, so I'm not poking my nose in it." Even though it's wrong,
It must be
even though
bad
I'm
people.
gonna,
Cops wouldn't arrest somebody that's not bad.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, I And it is hard for me because I remember uh, how that
Uh,
used to be for me.
yeah, especially being a, law enforcement dispatcher. And I imagine you heard a lot of things and saw a lot of things. Um,
Yeah,
and realized certain things. You realize certain things aren't quite right.
right. And we do need to bring more people to awareness and to
Hmm.
educate them on their rights. Because
Yep.
if we don't,
We're not.
there's no
Well,
telling where we're going to end up.
yeah. Well, and we already, I believe anyway, and I hate to say this, but we already live in an open air prison. We are not a free country anymore, and it might even be too late to turn it around. But we've got to try, right? So. All right, so this next video is something that was sent to us by a subscriber. Um, can we say who this was, Nikki? Let me present it first.
Which one is it?
Let me pull it up.
And yes, Patriots, we are already screwed. Yeah, it's from John Eagle, but you can say who sent it.
Okay. Do you remember? I don't have the email up.
Oh my goodness. You mean you want me to push buttons?
I only talk to Nikki when I need a favor.
Hang on. Wow, we went through so many.
Let me see.
Oh, it's from End All
Qualif-
Immunity.
and all immunity, not end qualified immunity. Okay.
See, there
All
you
right.
guys go. Cliff almost got you guys mixed up.
All right. So let's make this big. This one is put out 2 months ago by John Eagle. So let's make sure that we put his channel link his channel into the chat. People go there and subscribe. I think he's doing good work too.
And you need to fix it because all we see is John Eagle up there.
No, I know. Wow, this one got 322,000 views.
I only talk to Nikki when I need a favor.
Okay. All right, let's start this one. Let's change the subject.
Today's video is going to be a little different. This is going to be from a speech from former Sheriff Jack McLam from 1994. Now, I watched two channels that I absolutely love. One, San Joaquin Valley Transparency, and the other one is This is a Public Service.
Wow, I just happen to love both those channels too. Let's put them in. Put their links in there.
What they do is when they talk to cops, they ask them if they know the 5 elements of the First Amendment. The video that I'm about to show you is in part with that, okay? And Ocean always asks them if they don't know it in good faith, will they try to know it? So if he asks them next time, they will. So Jack gets asked this similar question. And when he says to this man who asks him these certain questions about the amendments and he doesn't know it, not only does he in good faith learn it, it actually changes his life and his career. Let's get into it.
That night in Sun City, Arizona, I was talking to about 35 people. They were retirees, wonderful people that were trying to protect their community there in their retirement center in Phoenix, Arizona, or actually Sun City, Arizona. Wonderful group. I was giving a talk on crime prevention in this police uniform. They had heard about my success in Phoenix. I created some crime prevention programs. We had set up over 100 block watches at the time. Block watches were just starting in police work, and they had been working very.
Okay, so this was in 1994. Did they called him Block Watcher? I thought they called him Neighborhood Watch, but Block Watcher. Okay.
They had
Must be
a
a
whole
Phoenix
bunch of
thing?
different names,
Okay.
depending on where you were in the United States.
All right, I got it. All right, let's continue.
very well, and I had been called out to Sun City to talk to a group of senior citizens about how they could protect themselves in their neighborhood. I was addressing this group, and in the back of the room, I saw a little man, a little frail old gentleman sleeping. Well, he was just really taking it easy. He looked like he was about 85, 90 years of age, and I thought, doggone it, I don't see any problem with that. Sometimes when I speak, I almost fall asleep. You know? So he was sleeping away, and I finished about an hour program, and I said, are there any questions? And guess what? His little bony arm was the first one to go up. And I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, he's been asleep the whole time. What could he possibly have as a question? I figured maybe he had to be excused to go to the restroom. He's waving his hand. So I said, yes, sir. Do you have a question? And the first word out of his mouth kind of hit me right in the face. He said, now I'm here in police uniform. I'm looking bad. I'm an authoritarian. I'm looking like somebody important. And he says to me, Sonny? Sonny. He called me Sonny. And I said, yes, sir. What's your question? And he said, Sonny, do you take an oath? Ooh, I didn't know what was coming. I didn't know. I said, well, of course I take an oath. Every police officer takes an oath. And he says, Sonny, can you tell me what was in that oath? And I thought, this is strange questions. Never been asked these things before. And I said, well, let me think. Now, I took it when I was in the military, and my police oath was very much the same. It said something about, I swear to protect the Constitution of the United States, defend it from all enemies, foreign and domestic. I swear to protect the rights and the liberties of the people, their person, and their property. Something like that.
In 1994, the guy was 85 years old.
The guy in the audience.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to do the math on how old he was when he asked the question. So it doesn't seem like he'd been between World War I and World War II, I believe. So maybe he wasn't a veteran, but obviously he knew the Constitution. That's why he was asking the question, right? Interesting.
And he said, Sonny? I said, yes, sir. He says, one more question. And I said, yes, sir. What's the question? I thought, now he's getting down to business. What's your question? And he says, do you know the law? And I said, I'm thinking to myself, what's wrong with this? Am I missing something here? I said, sir, I just talked about the law for an hour. I said, now see, I knew he's sleeping. I said, I think I know the law. No one knows all the law because it's changing all the time. I said, but ask your question. What's your question? He says, so you know the law? And I said, yeah, sir. Give me your question. What do you want to know? And he says, what's the Sixth Amendment to the Bill of Rights? Ooh. I thought for a minute.
Can somebody type into the chat what the Sixth Amendment is? And I'll continue to play.
I had no idea. I had no idea why he was asking such a stupid question. And he says, I said, sir, I don't know. He says, what's the Eighth Amendment to the Bill of Rights? And I'm an Irishman, you see. And when I start getting embarrassed, my face gets red, I mean really red, and I start sweating. And I started feeling this flush coming over my face. I had these people eating out of the palm of my hand. I mean, it had gone good for an hour, see? And who is this guy? I said, sir, I don't know what the Eighth Amendment to whatever you said. I don't know what you're talking about. He says, what's the 10th Amendment to the Bill of Rights? What's the 4th Amendment to the Bill of Rights? What's the 5th Amendment to the Bill of Rights? Now, I knew that I had the 4th and 5th Amendment in the police academy, but I couldn't think of what they were. I was too embarrassed.
Oh, wow. Now that's just basic. The 4th and the 5th? Wow. He couldn't think of them? The things that, I mean, on a daily basis, when he's asking for identification or asking somebody questions and they don't want to answer him, he couldn't think of those two offhand? Like, because most cops, when they ask you a question, they demand an answer. And they demand that ID too. So was he one of those cops that just demanded ID all the time? Right? Rhetorical. You don't have to answer. You can plead the 5th.
I was too rattled. And I said, sir, stop. I said, I don't have the answers to your questions. I said, ask me something about what I was talking about tonight. What is with this guy? And then he gave me the coup de grace. He was waiting for this. This was where he was going the whole time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He said to me, Sonny, how can you protect my rights and my liberties and the Constitution if you don't even know what they are?
Yeah, so every time you guys are out there and you see an auditor asking people, what's the First Amendment, and these cops don't want to answer, think about that. They don't know what they are. They don't know what our rights are. They've sworn an oath to something they have no knowledge of what it's even about. They just swear the oath just to get the job. It's just something you say to get the job, but they have no idea what that oath even is and what it means. I'm going to skip to the last because I just want to get to the final of, because I think he was saying that it changed his life, right? So let's just skip over here and see how this ends up.
My sergeant, my lieutenant, my captain have told me that I have to uphold my oath of office, which I took to the American people, not to government.
So evidently he did learn and he read the Constitution. And so, and then he started applying it. Now imagine he got in a lot of trouble. But this is a cool story. I'm liking it. And let's make sure people can go to it and watch the whole story too. So it's John Eagle's channel. And the name of the video is "This Video Needs to Be Seen by Every Cop in America." Okay. So go there and download, hit the subscribe, watch the video, hit the like. That way you guys won't miss anything. You'll be able to see the whole thing. And in fact, I'm going to save this too because I want to go back and watch the whole thing as well. I'm only doing this for the interest of time. Plus, I want people to go to John Eagle's channel. So, all right, here we go.
And you took the same oath. And they looked at me. They didn't know what to say. And I said, you guys get out of my beat. And don't you come back until you know what your oath of office says, and you're going to support your oath of office just like me. And I sent them out of that beat. And they disappeared, and that man's business was saved that day from an unlawful act, a criminal act on the part of our government. These officers, I'm sure, have been brainwashed just like I was, folks. They're not bad officers, these two guys that come here. They have been trained that what they're doing needs to be done to save America because they see America declining. The enemy.
I hope that he talked about the public education system. I wonder if that's in the middle here somewhere, because that's where I believe that people they're brainwashed. When he said brainwashed, I was thinking, yeah, by the public education system, right? What do you think of that, Nikki? Do you think that that's what he said in the middle somewhere? That it was our school system that did this? Are you on mute, Nikki?
Yeah, and I was trying to find the right browser. I've got uh 5 browsers open. I'm not sure what he said, but that little old man who told him until you know what your job is and how to do your job, he was right.
Yeah, it sounds like he did an audit without even actually with the camera or anything. Just in a meeting where this guy's doing some training, and he just basically asked him all these questions and made him think about it, and he went and found the answers. So, um, education is key. Um, People need to read the Bill of Rights, especially know what our rights are. Know, and these cops need to know, and our judicial system needs to know, because I doubt they even know. City council members, politics is local. I'll bet they don't know what they've sworn the oath to. They've probably never read the Constitution, and they make up all these BS laws, rules of decorum that you can't swear when you're redressing your grievances to your government, and you can't say anything bad about them. Um, or there's a lot of things in those city council rules that it's like, what? We they don't know the Constitution either, because they violate people's rights at every turn, even in their own meetings. And we've seen the evidence of that with Lawrence Accountability, Dreaded Rabble Rouser, and many, many others. They're not the only ones that go into city council meetings and try to educate their city council members or their mayors. We need a lot more of it, that's for sure. And I think Nikki agrees with that one as well.
We do. We need people to go into their local communities. It's got to start local, people. We can't start at the top and work our way down. We've got to start at the bottom and work our way up.
Yeah. All right, so let's just do the finale here.
He's telling them, well, you got to do these things to the American people to save the nation. And of course, they love America, so they're going to do those things to you and me because they've been told that if they don't, America will collapse. So they're out there committing criminal acts, committing immoral acts against you, not because they're evil, evil people, most of them, but because they don't know. They just don't know. But praise God, thanks to you folks, just like that 85, 90-year-old man that came to me when I needed to know and gave me the truth. And you have done the same, many of you. And you've caused ripples across America. Now listen to the ripples. Not only did I save people's property, where before I would have gone in and taken it, I would have aided and abetted these criminal acts by the federal officers. I would have probably helped at Waco because I didn't know. I would have believed what I was told, that these people are evil. We just don't know. Think of the ripples. What happened then as I became persecuted by my own department, and I began to be chastised, and I was followed. I was assigned a sergeant to follow me night and day for 9 months to try to find some reason to fire me. Off duty, on duty, I had a sergeant assigned to me at that time, making $45,000 a year, and he was assigned to me to try to find some reason to fire me.
That's what they do to good cops. That's why there aren't any. That's why a lot of people say there's no such thing as a good cop. There were. They're just gone. because they learned something that they didn't know before, and they wanted to be a good cop, but they were rooted out of the system. They were chastised. They were let go. They were fired. They went on a call and didn't get back up and lost their life. I mean, so we don't want to say that no cop is a good cop, because there have been. It's just they don't survive in that culture, because
There still are.
yeah, there still are, but they're not going to survive in that culture if they try to speak out. And if they don't speak out, Nikki, they're a bad cop, in my opinion. And you know, they have to lose their job. Speak out, change the culture. More and more of these cops that want to be good cops, if they would just speak out and defend constitutional rights, they could potentially change the culture of the police. But here's the thing: I don't think it just starts at the police department. I think our city council members, our mayors, they get political enemies that they want to go after. And it goes up from there. You got a United States senator calling this county government and saying, "I want this guy taken care of. Get your officers on it." I mean, I think it runs deeper than what people realize. You know, I think the power structure in this country goes all the way up to the top, and I think everyone is controlled by. I mean, power does what it wants, and it's corrupt. And it goes really deep, not just on a local level, but that's where we have to start the attack. I believe we are at war with our own government, the corrupt part of the government. And you know, I mean, what else are we going to do? We have to do it legally. We can't just, you've got to do what's right, and try to do it the right way. But I almost feel like we're in 1760s.
Hold on a minute here. Jugalassus. Cliff, you want to handle that one?
Yeah, time him out for 5 minutes, folks. We don't discuss outside drama, Jugalassus. Even if we like you, we don't talk about outside drama in this channel. Those are the rules. We went over the rules in the very beginning. You might have missed it. That's okay. And we just want to keep it out. Even if we like you, whether we like you or don't like you, we're keeping the outside drama off of this channel. I made that announcement in the very beginning. So rewind, go all the way back to the beginning. They're trying to drag me into that outside drama, and we're not doing it. So I'm not going to answer to any charges or any accusations. Nothing. No, I'm not answering those questions.
It wasn't you. It was me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you asked the question?
No, I didn't ask the question.
Oh,
it was
okay.
me that the charges were being brought against.
Okay, let's discuss this offline. I don't want to talk about this outside drama, and neither do you. So
no, that's why I said you could handle it.
Yeah.
All right, now back to the show. Sorry.
No worries. Let's go ahead and finish this video up.
Because I was doing one thing. I was serving and protecting the people. Even, or rather, let's say from all criminals. Even from
Army with Army? No, not even you. We're not. That's funny. And I know you're joking. There we go.
From those in government. I didn't realize how many people had been hurt and destroyed by our government, by people in this uniform that has sworn to protect them and their families. And I realized then The tyranny cannot come to the door of any American unless it comes in uniform, folks.
Wow. That's pretty profound.
Coming from
tyranny can't come
someone
to your
in
door.
uniform.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I really do want to watch this whole video. I haven't seen it before. Um, yeah, that's pretty powerful.
So there's a video for you. Now, the original video is 1 hour and 51 minutes long, so I didn't show you the whole thing. But if you want to listen to it, it will be linked in the description below. And this is also why I titled this video needs to be seen by every cop in America. Because if they had his thinking, man, they would be totally different. So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. And we will see y'all on the next one. Take it easy.
Okay, now I'm going to disagree with what John Eagle just said there. He said every cop in America needs to see this video. I think every American in America needs to see this video. Because there's so many people out there that have no idea. No idea. And they have no idea about enemies of the people. And what they will go through, they'll go to no ends to try to stop people from telling the truth, the real truth, and nothing but the truth. Troll channels, arms of the government. This goes a lot deeper than people realize. And that's all I have to say about that tonight. Anything you want to add on that end, Nikki?
No, Utah Defender, I'm calling you out on that. Unless when you lick them, it's because they're off their feet and they're in cuffs. Only because I know you.
Utah Defender can be so facetious. I love it. All right, that's
Cliff, did you just Forrest Gump us?
Oh, I don't know. Did I? How did I Forrest Gump us?
I don't know.
Did I tell you something you didn't already know, or you already knew it and I told you anyway, and that's Forrest Gumping us?
Probably.
Some people don't know how deep this this tyranny runs. Some people don't know that other people are being used by our government to discredit, disparage, go after, attack, try to destroy their lives, make them out to be like they're 5150. You know, they're just crazy, and if they can't make them look like they're crazy, they bring on these bogus charges, and they use other people to try to destroy their lives. We're seeing it happen more and more and more in this community. People that are trying to fight for their rights and educate people on their rights, the government will go to no, they won't stop at anything to stop us. Corrupt government officials. Corrupt government officials. They're not above doing anything. They will do whatever it takes to protect their own. Especially the Blue Line Gang. Think about that. Think about what I'm really saying here. Is it outside drama? Maybe. Is it real? Absolutely. I believe it. And I think a lot of you do too. I think you can see through the bullshit of what's happening to our boots on the ground out there. The real supporters of constitutional rights. The real advocates out there. And the real advocates too, don't be Don't be misled. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. I hear that a lot. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Yeah, they are weaving a tangled web. And all they know how to do is attack, attack, attack. Think about that. All right, I'm off that soapbox. Anything else before we end the stream tonight, Nikki?
I was just wondering if you beat that horse enough.
I beat that horse to death, I think, and I hope. And I hope people realize we're not bringing the outside drama into this channel, period, ever. And we're not going to be sucked into it. So you can continue to do what you do out there with the outside drama, but it's not coming in here.
All right. Well, once again, I'll just say thank you to everyone for being here, spending time with us. Steve, I guess having Cliff and me up here looking like one of those videos where you bounce a ball is a good thing because that means that we actually work well together. So yeah, I'll take that as a compliment, whether it was meant to be or not. But nope, thank you guys just so much for you talk.
Under penalty of death. I'm glad I'm getting to know you. We've been talking on the phone. He bought me lunch. So I know his sense of humor, guys. So he's awesome. We appreciate you being here, Utah Defender. And firm audits, I'm glad to see you. I know you were demonetized, and I know the backstory on that. And attack, attack, attack. That's our government. That's what they do.
Anyway,
Yep.
yep. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for helping us reach 500 subs. You guys, you don't know how much that means to me and probably Cliff. I'm not going to speak for him this time.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I just don't feel like we need to even apply for monetization because we'll probably be denied by our government anyway. Because don't get it twisted, folks. YouTube is controlled by our government. They are. So I don't even want to apply and be denied. So because I don't want to give them the benefit of being able to deny me for something that we've been working for, so that we can help others. But maybe later, after some things are done here. Anyway,
Okay,
thanks again,
Juggalasses,
everybody.
sorry, we did not realize that that was the person you were talking about. So I apologize. Yes, we have been talking to Minnesota Black Robe Regiment.
Okay.
So I do apologize. I thought it was someone else.
Yeah.
And so did Cliff.
I'm so sorry, Juggalasses.
Yeah. So very sorry.
We're just trying so hard to keep that outside drama out of the channel that we misinterpreted everything you just said there. I did not know that TC first name was Todd. So
neither did I.
Thank you for letting us know. All right. And I hope we didn't dox him by just even saying that much. So, all right. Let me go ahead and play that outro so I can shut my mouth and get out of here before I say something stupid. We'll talk to you guys soon. And thanks again for coming in. We'll see you next on Sunday at 1:30 Central.
In the heart of the Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred land. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give same through the trials and the tests. We'll always give our best through the storms and the darkest night. We'll shine our light, we'll stand and fight for the ones we love, for the ones we've lost. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll bear the cost. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, it will never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. In the quiet of the night, we'll keep the watch, we'll hold on tight. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll stand tall. Together we'll rise, together we'll fall. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, it will never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. In the heart of the Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we'll stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred in the heart of the Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we'll stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred land.